All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wednesday night business presentation call. Again, my name is June Collier, VP of Marketing with MyEcon. We are here to talk about the MyEcon business presentation, and for those of you that are brand new to the call, welcome. Let's start off by talking about MyEcon and what that means. MyEcon is short for My Economy. You see, when the founders created this company, they wanted to ensure that they focus on the individual's personal financial success. That's why we call ourselves the Personal Financial Success Company. You see, we don't worry about the world's economy. We worry about our economy, my economy, MyEcon. Now, as we get started tonight, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the company itself so that you have a base foundation of who MyEcon is all about. MyEcon is a 13-year-old debt-free, technology-driven company that is based right here in Atlanta, Georgia. And one of the most important things that I like to always talk about is how we have helped our associates generate over $400 million in cash flow. Now, when we talk about the word personal financial success, if I ask you what personal financial success meant to you, I'm going to get a variety of different answers on this call, so that we're all on the same page. MyEcon defines personal financial success as having enough cash flow to support our lifestyles during working years as well as during our retirement years. You see, we go to work each and every day to take care of our current bills, but hopefully there is some money that's left over so that you can begin to grow that money, invest that money to take care of you during that time when either you don't want to work or may be unable to work in those retirement years. Now, to attain financial success, you need two things. The first thing you need is more cash flow, but more cash flow by itself is not the answer. We know many entertainers and athletes that have made millions of dollars that have gone broke. You need more cash flow and better financial strategies. MyEcon teaches a strategy called income shifting. If you're writing your notes down, you want to write down the word income shifting. Income shifting empowers our MyEcon associates to generate cash flow in 5 unique ways. Let's talk about the 5 new cash flow streams just for a moment. The first cash flow stream is correcting tax withholding. The second cash flow stream is minimizing taxes. The third cash flow stream is generating business income. The fourth cash flow stream is debt elimination, and the fifth and final cash flow stream is investing to build passive income. Now, over the next few minutes, I'm going to go through each one of these cash flow streams in detail, starting with correcting tax withholding. You see, we know that 80% of employees have too much money withheld from their paycheck for taxes. How do we know this? In 2016, the IRS stated on its website that of all the tax returns that came in, 83% of them resulted in a tax refund. And the average tax refund was over $3,000. I believe it was $3,150 if I was to be correct. And here's the thing. Your money has value, and employees lose that value when they allow the government to hold their money all year long interest-free. What we teach in MyEcon is we teach you how to get that money back, maximize your take-home pay, bring that money back into your pockets, and use that money for either investing, debt elimination, or lifestyle enhancement. So the first cash flow stream is correcting tax withholdings, which puts an extra $200 to $500 back in the average person's pockets. Let's take a look at our second cash flow stream, which is minimizing taxes. Now, I'm a big believer that if you are a taxpayer, you should have a home-based business. Why? Because there are 2 tax systems in America. There's a tax system for the haves and a tax system for the have-nots. Now, when most people hear me say that, they think I'm talking about the rich and the poor, but I am not. I'm talking about those that have a Schedule C and those that have not a Schedule C. You see, there are different rules for those that have a Schedule C, and a Schedule C allows you to write off some of your lifestyle. Let's talk about some lifestyle write-offs you can make if you just had a home-based business. Let's talk about car and truck expenses. See, you're able to write off the mileage. You're able to write off the expenses that you have for your vehicle. See, you had a vehicle anyway, but when you start a business, now you are in a different category, a tax bracket that allows you to take a portion of those car and vehicle expenses and begin to write those expenses off on your Schedule C. When you write those expenses off, it lowers your tax liability, which lowers the amount of taxes you have to pay to the IRS, which puts more money back into your pockets. We call that income shifting that money from the expenses, creating deductions, and putting that money back in your pockets. Let's take another look at one. How about communications? Everybody is using either a cell phone or maybe you're on your internet using your computer, and you're accessing this information right now today. You're listening to me. Well, guess what? You had a cell phone anyway. You had the internet service anyway. You had laptops and tablets anyway. When you start a business, you're able to shift those expenses through your business, create a write-off, lower your tax liability, and put more money back into your pockets. Again, ladies and gentlemen, that's income shifting. How about travel? We got summertime that's coming up. Many of you are going to be going on vacation. You're going to be going to family reunions. And if you don't have a business, all you have is travel expenses. But as soon as you create a business, MyEcon can show you how to structure your travel so that you can write off your airfare, so that you can write off your hotels, your rental cars, your meals while you're traveling. See, these are things that you're going to do anyway, but when you have a business, you create a business deduction which lowers your tax liability and shifts that money back into your pockets. What about wages to our children? Many of you on this call may have children. Those children are expensive. You're going to be spending money on your children. We love our children. We're going to take care of our children, but we do spend money on our children. And so instead of buying your children school clothes, instead of paying for the field trip, the band instruments, the football uniforms, what we do is we hire our children, we pay them a salary, and then we use the salary to buy the things that we were going to buy anyway. But because we paid them a salary, we now have created a tax-deductible expense, lowering our tax liability, putting more money back into our pockets. Minimizing taxes is the second cash flow stream, and it in itself puts an extra $200 to $300 to $400 a month back into the average person's household. Let's take a look at income stream number 3. Income stream number 3 is generating business income. Now listen, we start businesses, but we don't start businesses just so that we can get the business deductions. That's just sort of a nice bonus. We start businesses so that we can generate income. And MyEcon has a world-class business system. Now, our MyEcon members get a membership called the Income Shifting Membership. And I tell you, membership has its privileges. Inside of this Income Shifting Membership, you receive the Income Shifting Strategy. These are all the strategies that you can use to begin to shift your income. You see, in the previous slide, I showed you 4 ways of shifting your income. But do you realize that there's over 165 different ways, actually 400 and some odd ways of shifting your income? MyEcon begins to teach you those income shifting strategies. We also include the Cash Flow Manager software. This is software that allows you to track your expenses. You see, the IRS tells you that you can start a home-based business. The IRS says, yes, you can write off a portion of your vehicle expenses. Yes, you can write off communications. Yes, you can write off travel. But the IRS specifically states that you must keep good, proper documentation. Our Cash Flow Manager helps you keep that documentation. Identity theft protection, one of the highest crimes in the world today. We've got a $1 million policy just like LifeLock so that if your identity were ever compromised, you are covered. We've got free and discount legal services, and we've got our very, very great smart money credit system that allows you to learn how to fix and repair your credit and bring it back to stellar. We've got discount travel and corporate perks, and all of this is included in your membership when you become a member of My Econ. But now, if you're in business, we've got products and services that I want to talk about, and we've got a powerful retail strategy. You see, our retail strategy allows us to retail many of the products that we already receive included in our membership. We are allowed to retail these products to the general public. Products like our ID Defender, our Smart Money Credit System, our Cash Flow Manager, travel, nutrition and healthy beverages, as well as our Cashback Mall. These are all products and services that are very competitively priced in the marketplace that we can market to the retail public, to those people who are not My Econ associates, who have not become members. We can market these products and services to them. So we've got a very powerful retail strategy. How about our world-class compensation? Most people want to hear about the world-class compensation in My Econ. When we talk about our world-class compensation, when you become a member of My Econ, you're known as a marketing director. That's the first step. To get promoted in My Econ is very simple. You get promoted to a promotion called Executive Vice President, or EVP. Now, as an Executive Vice President, all you need to do is share this concept with 2 other people. When you share this concept with 2 other people and they decide to get started in My Econ, you're promoted to Executive Vice President. Or maybe you decide that you want to sell some of the products and services that I just mentioned. When you sell $200 worth of personal sales volume, you receive a promotion of Executive Vice President. Now, when you're promoted to Executive Vice President, you can earn up to 100% of personal sales and up to 85% of team sales. But it doesn't stop there. Each and every time you share the income shifting concept with someone, every time you show them how to bring more money back into their household, every time you show them how to write off their lifestyle, you receive $65 when they get started. But you also receive up to $55 when anyone on your team gets started. And if that wasn't good enough, My Econ offers unlimited residual income to the tune of $5 to $10 per active associate. Now imagine you start off and you've got 200 people on your team. That's not 200 people that you personally sponsored, but 200 people that you and your team have sponsored. That could create you a $1,000 a month residual income. That's $12,000 a year part-time just for showing people how to write off their lifestyle. Well, listen, if you can have 200 people on your team, you can have 1,000 people on your team. And 1,000 people on your team would average you somewhere around $10 per active associate. Listen, that's $10,000 a month part-time. That's $120,000 a year. That's a 6-figure business for you simply sharing this income shifting concept that everyone who's a taxpayer should be participating in. That's the My Econ world-class compensation. Now let's talk about our 4th cash flow stream, which is debt elimination. We're going to take $1,000 of extra money to eliminate our debt. Now you're going to say, June, where are we going to get this $1,000 of extra money? Well, that comes from the first 3 cash flow streams. If you'll remember, the first cash flow stream was withholding your tax withholdings or correcting your tax withholdings. That puts an extra $200 to $500 in your pocket. The second cash flow stream was minimizing taxes. You can put $300 to $400 a month in your pocket from that. And then the third cash flow stream was building business income. And you literally could create thousands of dollars with that cash flow stream. So we're being very conservative when we talk about $1,000 a month for our debt elimination. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at an average person with a car, a Visa, and a mortgage. They have a $17,000 balance on the car with a minimum payment of $545. They take that $1,000 of monthly income that they created from the first 3 cash flow streams, add it to the $545, which gives them a new payment of $1,545, and they eliminate their car note in 12 months versus the 32 months it would have taken had they just paid the minimum payment. Now, at the end of 12 months, they've got $1,545 that used to go to a car payment. Since the car's paid off, we're going to roll that $1,545 into the next debt, which happens to be an $8,000 Visa. That minimum payment on that Visa is $200 a month. We're going to take the $1,545, add it to the $200. That gives us a new payment of $1,745, and we eradicate our $8,000 Visa card in 5 months versus the 78 months it would have taken us had we just paid the minimum payment. Now, at the end of 5 months, we've got $1,745. We're going to roll that $1,745 into our mortgage, and we're going to do something pretty amazing. We've got a $200,000 mortgage with a minimum payment of $1,200 a month. We're going to take the $1,745 that used to go to our credit card. We're going to now add that to the $1,200. That's going to give us a new payment of $2,945, and we're going to eradicate our mortgage in 68 months versus the 360 months it would have taken us. Now, let's take a look at what we've accomplished. We've eliminated a total of $225,000 worth of debt in a mere 85 months. That's 7 years and 1 month. And ladies and gentlemen, that is including that 30-year mortgage. Pretty amazing. But what's exciting is the fact that we saved ourselves over $352,000 in interest payments if we had just paid the minimum payments. We saved ourselves more than what it cost us. And now that we've eliminated our debt, we now have $2,945 each month for either investing or lifestyle enhancement. Now imagine if you go to work and you have no debt, no bills, cars paid for, house paid for, all you have to take care of is your utilities. How would your life be different? You see, my econ is all about strategies, but I told you that we have 5 strategies, not 4. So let's take a look at the 5th and final strategy, which is my favorite. It's investing to build passive income. So see, what we're going to do is we're going to take that $2,945 every month that we used to pay in debt, and instead of going out and doing some lifestyle enhancements, we're going to take it up to another level. We're going to take it up a notch, and we're going to take that $2,945, and that's going to be $35,340 a year that we're now going to start investing. Now, my econ will teach you where to invest and the different types of investments that are out there where you can relatively simply get an 8% or better rate of return. At 8%, this money grows to $538,000 in 10 short years. But I want to tell you something. There's something called compound interest. The power, the magic, the allure of compound interest. If we wait just an additional 5 years for a total of 15 years, that money will grow to $1,019,000. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now we can really start dreaming, because I want you to think about this. Your house has been paid off long ago. Your car has been paid off. You have no debt. Now you have no debt plus $1 million cash in your investment. Life is pretty sweet. And we did this using 5 cash flow streams. 5 cash flow streams. So if you were like I was when I first saw this presentation, I was sitting on the edge of my seat and I was wondering, how do I get started? What do I need to do to sign up and get started? Well, ladies and gentlemen, when you get started today, you're going to receive a personalized website. This is a website that you will have so that you can sell the products and services through your website. It's also a website that you can send new people to find out about income shifting. But you're also going to get our world-class business system. What is a world-class business system? Well, a world-class business system, when you're starting a business, there's a lot of things you need in a traditional business. You need customer service. If you got products and services, you need a warehouse where you can store that. If you've got a warehouse, you need somebody to ship those products and services. If you've got shipping going on, you need accounting services. We've got all of that taken care of for you. You don't have to worry about shipping. You don't have to worry about inventory. We take care of all of that for you here at the corporate office. All you need to do is get started and start working the business. Plus, you receive the income shifting membership. Now, remember, I told you membership has its privileges, and if you forgot what was included inside of the income shifting membership, let me remind you, we have the income shifting strategy. over 475 different ways that you can shift your income and put more money back into your pockets. We've got the cash flow management software. You want to be compliant with the IRS when you start income shifting. So we provide you with the right software so that you can do the right activities. We've got the identity theft protection, over $1 million protection on your identity. We've got free and discount legal services. We've got the smart money credit system so that you can have stellar credit. We've got the discount travel and corporate perks. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got it all inside of this membership. And I'm here and I'm very proud to let you know that this membership is only $69.95 one time. And then 30 days after that, the membership is $34.95 per month. Listen, the savings that you're going to have will be 10 times, 20 times larger than what you pay for the service itself. So what we like to say is let the government pay for it. Uncle Sam will pay for it because all of this includes valuable tax benefits, and the tax benefits are more valuable than the cost of the membership itself when you get started with this awesome company called MyEcon. Now, I want to thank you for listening to the call tonight. If you are a guest that's on the call, you want to get back with the person who invited you to the call. You want to let them know that you want to get started tonight, not tomorrow, not next week. You want to start income shifting right away. Let them know that you want to start income shifting. But if you have questions, I'm not going to leave you if you've got questions. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause the presentation just for a moment, stop the recording, and then we're going to take some questions if you have any on the call. So give me one quick second as I stop the presentation here.